In 2013, a horror movie terrified millions of people around the world. The movie was called The Conjuring. It showed a family haunted by an evil witch named Bathsheba and paranormal investigators trying to save them. But here's the disturbing part. The story wasn't completely fiction. It was inspired by a real family, a real house, and real paranormal investigators named Warren and Lorraine Warren. So what actually happened inside the house? Let's uncover the real story behind The Conjuring. The story begins in 1971. A family named the Perrons moved into a large farmhouse in Harrisville. The parents were Roger and Carolyn Perron, and they had 5 daughters, Andrea, Nancy, Christine, Cindy, and April. At first, everything seemed normal, but soon after moving in, strange things started happening. Doors would open by themselves. Footsteps echoed through empty rooms. And sometimes the girls would wake up in the middle of the night, feeling like someone was watching them. According to the family, the activity slowly became more intense. They reported hearing whispers in the house, smelling strange rotten odors, and seeing shadows moving across the walls. But the scariest experiences happened to their mother, Carolyn. She claimed she was being targeted by a malicious spirit. The daughters also reported seeing full-body apparitions walking through the house. Some spirits seemed harmless, others were terrifying. Years later, the oldest daughter, Andrea Perron, said some spirits were kind and friendly, but others were cruel and angry eventually. The Perron family reached out to famous paranormal investigators Warren and Lorraine Warren. During the 1970s, the Warrens were already well known for investigating haunted houses and demonic cases. When Lorraine entered the house for the first time, she later said, "I knew the house was haunted the moment I walked inside," according to their investigation. The haunting was connected to a spirit named Bathsheba Sherman. The Warrens believed the spirit attacking the family belonged to a woman named Bathsheba Sherman. According to local legends, she had lived in the area during the 1800s. Some stories claim she was involved in dark rituals or even accused of harming a child. The Warrens believed her spirit was possessive of the land and angry that another family had moved in. They believed she was the entity targeting Carolyn Perron in the movie. The Warrens perform a dramatic exorcism, but in real life, what actually happened was a seance. During this ritual, the Warrens attempted to communicate with the spirit in the house. Andrea Perron later said she secretly watched the seance, and according to her, something terrifying happened. She claimed her mother suddenly began speaking in a strange language. Her chair lifted off the ground, and then she was violently thrown across the room. After that incident, the Warrens were asked to leave, but the strange activity inside the house continued. The Perron family lived in the house for nearly 10 years. But the experiences never fully stopped. By 1980, Carolyn Perron felt she couldn't survive another winter in the house. So the family finally moved away. For them, leaving the house meant escaping a decade of fear. Years later, historians began researching the real history of Bathsheba Sherman. And something surprising was discovered. There was very little evidence that she was actually a murderer. In fact, some believe she may have been wrongfully blamed for the haunting. Even Andrea Perron later admitted Bathsheba might not have been responsible at all. Which raises a chilling question. If it wasn't Bathsheba, then what was haunting the house? Today, the infamous farmhouse still exists. The property in Harrisville has become known as the Conjuring House. Paranormal investigators and visitors from around the world now travel there. Some even stay overnight hoping to experience something supernatural. And according to some guests, strange things still happen. The movie The Conjuring may be mostly fiction. But the Perron family insists the haunting they experienced was real. For nearly 10 years, they lived with something they couldn't explain. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, one thing is certain. Some houses don't just hold memories. They hold stories, and sometimes those stories refuse to leave.